everyone, and welcome to my channel and to this new video where I am continuing to draw some wildlife. I'm trying to finish the series of woodland animals because when I was younger, I used to be the type of person who started a lot of things but didn't finish them. And in the past years, I made it a point to finish a lot of what I did because first of all, you just make more of your time that way. Like you invested a lot of time to things that you began, and you just kind of benefit from putting just a little more work into those things and having a finished painting. It's kind of like not even recycling, but just making the best of what you have. And also because I'm trying to get into the habit of finishing series, especially if I want to have an illustration portfolio, it would make sense to have a lot of similar things going on. And so I am continuing with this animal series that I'm doing. And today I am doing this little marten. This time I'm doing something a bit unusual for me. I'm starting with the background because this reference photo in particular was so moody and had so much atmosphere, and I felt that the background was really, really important to the overall photo and thus to the overall painting when it's done. And that's why I really wanted to give room to that darkness that's in there and see how dark I can go to make my marten stand out and give myself a basis, and then work on the animal from there and try to figure out how to give it just the right degree of brightness and lightness so that it will contrast with the background. And as I've mentioned before in my last video, or maybe 2 weeks ago, is that I use watercolor as a basis, but then I kind of carved out those details with other media, in this case color pencil and gouache. But I find that animals have, I still haven't figured out why. Probably because they live on the ground, and maybe some of them build nests with twigs and branches, or they use like dry foliage, or they just live in the brown soil, something like that. But I find this orangey coat really, really attractive, especially when coupled with a dark green background, and this is why I chose this photo. It's important to start with a photo that you really like and that you find interesting, because otherwise, why would you put the work into making a painting if you're not convinced of the source? You're probably not going to like the painting a lot if you don't like the source material. So I really like this picture, and I tried as best as I could to replicate it. But before I comment on my process further, I would like to say thank you, especially to my subscribers. I now have 21 subscribers, and I'm very, very proud of that. And a lot of people will say, oh, like nobody's watching you and you only have 21 subscribers. What is, like, that's nothing compared to the hundreds of thousands of people that watch other channels. But you know what? I don't see it that way. I'm really happy that I have 20 obviously loyal subscribers who haven't unsubscribed yet, and I think it's actually quite amazing that 20 people are watching this content, because I'm not a celebrity and I'm not an expert, and I'm just doing something that I love, and I feel very, very honored that people take time out of their day to watch this, and I feel that 20 people is plenty, and I'm really, really grateful for that. So thank you, and I'm happy that you're here. Sometimes it's a bit hard when you say that you're running a YouTube channel, because everybody expects you to be like famous overnight because they only see the examples of those who make it with a viral video or something like that, and not many people understand that it takes a lot of time and work and may not even like be as successful as others. And there is a chance that I will never have more than 21 subscribers, but as long as I can share this with a few people and make friends and just give myself a reason to upload every week, then that's fine by me, and I think it's great. But yeah, we have, especially like with art related things, we have to struggle with a lot of misconceptions and prejudices anyway, so yeah, I think I'm kind of used to that. So having an art YouTube channel isn't really, or the reactions, I think, are not shocking to me anymore. So a lot of people also think that when you're artistically inclined that you are really eccentric and you have a crazy life, and I don't know, you drink and you go to parties a lot and you cut off your ear or something like that. But actually, I have a really boring life. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go to parties. I drink tea, and I like to be at home, and I cook healthy meals, and I like to draw and paint. And not everything I draw is little cute animals, and some of it can be more serious and can be maybe even a bit more eccentric, but I don't know, why do we feel like we have to pigeonhole everyone like that? It's kind of strange. Just like you pigeonhole, some people pigeonhole YouTubers as being, into all that crazy influencer life. Like, look at me, I'm so great, I'm so entitled, and just because I'm on Instagram, I want free stuff, and I want you to pay for my lunch, or I don't know, whatever it is, or send me free shoes. It's not always like that. It's actually quite boring, like I said. But yeah, I guess it's kind of related to the issue of respect that I talked about before, like that some professions are just automatically respected more than others. And with art, the biggest problem I feel is that everyone thinks that it's so, like, God-given. Like, the compliments that you get are always along the lines of, oh, you're so talented. Like, you didn't do anything to make the painting. It's just, I guess, heavenly inspiration and luck, and you were just born like that. And that's why you made a painting that they liked. And that's kind of unfair, you wouldn't say to an architect you're talented, or to a doctor. You would probably assume that there's a lot of hard work involved, and that they have their own problems to deal with, and that things take time and don't just magically appear. Like, some people believe that drawings and paintings obviously magically appear on paper just because one is talented. Like, I would never go to... It's like as if I went up to a salesperson who did really well selling something, and I told them, oh, that's because you're so pretty. I wish I were as pretty as you. If I were born like that, of course I would have an amazing sales career. My shop would be like crazy and I would be rich selling my stuff. It's just because you are born with your beauty, and that's not fair. You wouldn't say that to someone. You would, like I said, you would assume that there's a lot of work involved and a lot of time invested, and it's just not the case with artistic things. So that's kind of frustrating sometimes, but yeah, I know it's not meant in a bad way, so I don't mind. I know people are mostly trying to be nice, but there's a lot of misconceptions going on. And actually, like, sitting down and drawing and painting isn't always fun. Like, I'm not always, like, it isn't always relaxing and isn't always a way to just enjoy yourself, but it's also work. Like, it takes a lot of thought, and it takes a lot of discipline, most of all. And that's what many people don't understand. So unfortunately, and I'm sorry about this, my phone did not have any storage left, so it did not film to the very end of my process. But I added some flowers, some purple flowers, which were in the reference photo, but I felt that they were very important because they added that color contrast, and I increased the depth and darkness of some places, and this is the end result. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed my little rant here. And if you like this video, then why don't you stick around? And next Friday, as I do every Friday, I will be uploading a new video, and I would love to see you there and hear what you have to say. Until then, take care and see you next time.